Hi and good evening to Dr. Nofarizan. We are here from Group 17 and we here to present you our topic for this assignment. The topic of our group is household wiring and electrical safety. Before that, I would like to introduce you our group member. First member is Umi Atiyah binti Samsudin with metric number S62130, Muhammad Aiman bin Yusli with metric number S64664, Engku Nadia Natasha binti Engku Azhar with metric number S62809. Our fourth member, Bartolomeo Arin anak Hindeh with metric number S63221, and me, Smaker Siam anak Nicholas with metric number S64646. And now let's start with our presentation.
Hi, I'm Bartolomeo Arin anak Hindeh, and now I will explain a little bit about the title of the assignment that we are already do. So, electrical wiring is an electrical installation of cabling and associated devices such as switch, distribution board, socket, and light fitting in a structure. Wiring is subject to safety standard for design and installation, and then electricity is undoubtedly one of the most basic needs in modern life, but electrical hazards are very dangerous. So, of the serious injury you can receive from the electricity include electric shock, electrical burns, and electrocution, which can be fatal. Electrical safety precautions can protect against electrical shock and burn, and the authorities are responsible to safety at home.
Next is objective. The objective that we have choose is first, identify household wiring selection factors. Second, identify the type of household wiring system. Third, identify the advantage and disadvantage of conduit wiring system and conceal wiring system. Fourth, explain the advantage and disadvantage of a household wiring system. And lastly, number 5, determine the appropriate wiring system for household wiring and electrical safety. Next is household wiring selection factors. First, the type of load to be installed. Whether the load use a large, small, variable or fixed current in place, the capacitor load, the induction load, and so on. Second, the condition of the installation site. Whether new buildings, old buildings, stone houses in the ground and in walls. Third, cost. Although price is not a priority factor to achieve the goal, but if frugal and adjusted will certainly be more profitable. This includes getting workers, the cheapest tools, and spare parts that are readily available. 4. Installation durability period. This means that the installation to be made is for a long or short period of time. Period differences can give differences in cable usage and wiring system. 5. Neatness and beauty. Identify whether the installation is suitable by surface wiring system or conceal wiring. 6. Completion time period. If the wiring needs to be complete immediately, it is disadvantage if it is complete later than the stipulated time. Therefore, the timely determination of the completion time should be taken into account. 7. Future circuit change or addition. If this installation requires frequent change, the selection of a type of wiring system that can be easily added or modified for the circuit should be scrutinized. And lastly, number 8, type of supply voltage. Different supply voltage, example 1 fast, 3 fast, 3 wire, 80 AU and large or small the voltage can give a difference in the way of wiring.
Type of wiring system. There are various types of household electrical wiring system used in our country. Type of wiring system can be named based on the method of cable installation and type of rack on the cable. For example, concealed system and conduit system. Concealed system. For the concealed wiring system, the circuit cable is installed in the wall of ceiling and is not visible at all, except for the end of the cable used to connect to the accessory terminal. Usually, this system made in the early stage of building construction. Conduit wiring. Conduit wiring is a system that uses conduit and will be mounted to the wall or the light, and in it will be routed cable. The system can be mounted on the surface or concealed.
Next, I will explain the advantages and disadvantages of a household wiring system. There are 3 advantages of conduit system wiring system, including resistance to weather and heat condition. This is because this type of wiring system can provide good protection when exposed to water. For example, for metal conduits, this wiring system can protect the electrical cable inside the conduit from being exposed to rainwater, as well as when the weather is scorching hot. Secondly, conduit wiring system can be planted directly into the ground. This because especially metal types conduit must be earthed. In addition, each connection with the screw of clamp types must have a good electrical continuity. The last advantage is conduit wiring system has better mechanical protection. For example, conduit wiring is often used in factories, workshops, and places that are exposed to excessive chemical and mechanical materials. This because conduit wiring system is not suitable for use in domestic wiring system, because this wiring system is more suitable for use in place with high temperature, because it serves as a protector that is not easily deformed and it's a good mechanical protection. Besides has advantages, conduit wiring system also has disadvantages. They are including the number of cable that can be inserted into the conduit depend on the calculation of the cable factor. In general, the number of cable factor inserted in space factor is not more than 40%. However, the cable factor can also be determined based on cross-sectional area of the conductor square millimeter. For example, for conductor cross-sectional area of 2.5 square millimeter, the appropriate cable factor is around 37% until 39%. Second advantage is require special equipment. As we know, the installation of conduit wiring system is one of the wiring that take a long period to finish because it requires special equipment. For example, a conduit wiring installation must have a tape, bushing wrench, conduit binder, and so on. The installation period is longer is one of the disadvantages of conduit wiring system. Long installation due to install procedure that need to practice, such as selection of conduit space factor. In addition, the installation of this wiring system due to the installation need to have some special equipment.
Advantage and disadvantage of console wiring system. There are 4 advantages. The first advantage is long lasting. The second advantage is neat and beautiful. The third advantage is does not require special additional tools, and the last advantage is provide a safe environment. There are 4 disadvantages of console wiring system. The first disadvantage of a console wiring system is danger of being hit by nails or other installation nodes. The second disadvantage is it is difficult to determine the cause of damage. And the third disadvantage is installation needs to be done while construction is done. And the last disadvantage is additional installation work is difficult to do.
In this study, we know that conduit wire system is more suitable for household wiring and electrical safety. There are reasons why in the study we choose conduit wire system for the household wiring, and including the damage is easy can detect. As we know, conduit wire system has a high level of mechanical protection, not only suitable for factories, laboratories, and workshops, but also suitable for domestic wiring. It can provide the best protection for material that can lead to fire, such as chemical. The safety of the equipment of the house is guaranteed. Lastly, it's resistant to weather and heat condition. It is because this type of wiring system can provide a good protection when exposed to rain, thunder, and hot weather. It can avoid exposed to water, fire, because a thunder can also be prevented from occurring. In some emphasize that conduit wiring system is the best for household wiring and electrical safety compared to concealed wiring system.
In conclusion, we emphasize that we recommend the conduit wiring system is the best compared to the concealed wiring system. There are a lot of knowledge that our group gained through this assignment, like study conducted including identify household wiring selection factors, identifies the type of household wiring system, make comparison of household wiring system, explain the advantage and disadvantage of a household wiring system, and also determine the appropriate wiring system for household wiring and electrical safety. So from this knowledge we can be put to good use and apply it in our daily life.
That's all from us. Thank you.